Good day everyone. My name is JC Daniel S. Domingo. Today, I will going to answer the pre-final exam. Okay. I will answer question number 1. Who is the speaker of and what does he do for a living? Jericho Arceo was the speaker on the video. He is an internet sensation that probably ruins some people's life or people's day and give happiness on the other side. Okay. I will answer question number 2. Summarize the points of the speaker. Nowadays, through technology, we can do whatever we want in our life. As long as social media is on your side, we can accept anything that we think it will lead us in a good journey, but we must ensure that if we get failure on what we choose, we should not stop just like Mr. Arceo, who took business management, but he failed and took another opportunity, which educational psychology. And, and it's good because he passed, but before he got it, he struggled a lot, which led him to a question himself. Then he tried basketball, but he felt rejected because it shows to him that it is like not fit to him as a basketball player. And then after he failed to it, he focused on his studies because of that. And for me, that is a good point, which I think even if you didn't find your dream fit, it is good that you are not stopping on what struggle passing by on your journey. And little by little, we're still getting more learnings in our life, which will help us in the future. And then, getting more struggle, it can able you to what fits with you. Struggle is part of our life, which will never get rid as long as we live in this world. But those struggles that we are facing, it will enhance our it will enhance us and improve little by little until we get on the life that fit to us. Observe and take a non-verb. Okay. I will answer question number 3. Observe and take a non-verbal cues that the speaker use. What what are these and how are they present in his presentation? Cite at least 2 examples. How did these nonverbal cues help emphasize his points in his presentation? Okay. On the speech of Mr. Arceo, I saw some nonverbal cues that he used on the presentation, which is the hand gesture, facial expression, his movement, the eye-to-eye contact, which is good to the speech, and his attire, which appropriate on the topic, which is the internet sensation. And then, this shows to his speech that he's using it while giving some speech to his audience. One example of it was the eye-to-eye contact to his audience. Just like what I said earlier, eye-to-eye contact with the audience is one of the most helpful in the nonverbal cues. Because just like what we saw on the video from the start of his speech, he did not take his eyes out of the audience. We may see some instances that he took out of his eyes on the audience, but it is because he did not control the PowerPoint presentation, and he need to look into the presentation just to make sure that the speech coming out from his mouth is right. And then because of the eye-to-eye contact, it shows in the video that he's getting the participation of his audience. Because if we saw him picking up some learnings with the jokes, we can see that the audience reaction. You know, we can see the laughing and emotion and the different reaction. And then the second example was the facial expression that always shows when he's trying to say something good or learning in his speech. Facial expression is the sibling of the eye-to-eye contact. I said it because, as we saw on the video, when he's trying to say something that will make sense to his audience, he makes some eye-to-eye contact and use a facial expression, which we can see that it felt by his audience because of the reaction that we can see on the video. It makes them more active and laughing when sharing some good learnings on, and not laughing what I say when sharing some good learnings on the speech. Okay, I will answer question number 4. How do you think can apply the learnings you had from the video in your daily life? Okay, in my daily life, just like what I said earlier, struggle is part of our life. We can never get rid of it. But those learning that we are going through to get the to get on the struggle, it will lead us to be a better person, and which will improve everything in now, little by little. Because improvement, we can see that by little. The learning in the struggle has a big impact on my daily life because I already saw it on myself before. All of my struggle when I was a high school student, like difficulties in learning some knowledge on my teacher, was the hardest part of my journey because it makes me feel down in everything. But because of the opportunity that I pursue, even I think it will not work. It helped me to grow little by little with my schooling in my senior high school. Because which is a good point because even I'm going through the process of improvement, I already saw some result which make me feel happy. In my daily life, the learnings that I got from the video was similar to what I experienced in my entire life. It add more learnings about my journey because he shows some instances that he failed so many times in his life, but he did not give up until he got the position that he had right now. For me, in my life, it will help me a lot with that learnings because I once experienced the word dream broke, which it feels like nothing good will happen with my entire life. So, enduring some painful struggle will lead you to a life that fits to you. Lastly, the quote that mentioned was powerful for me because it's not take out on my mind when I heard it. And that is, if we live for a people acceptance, we die from the rejection. So, we should pursue the dream that we want to and not depend on other people's esteem. That's it. Thank you.